We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPodcast.com. Hey, everybody, happy Tuesday to you. Oh, I'm Stuttering Craig. Good to see you guys. Okay, so we got a great show for you guys lined up today. Like, ridiculously busy show, as the internet has given us all sorts of great content to talk about. We thought we had like kind of an exclusive going into the show, but it turns out we didn't. We'll be getting into that a little bit later. But Blabs did a great job with Jose Ramirez. Hello, Jose. Good to see
Hello.
you.
I just want to point out, one, yes, I have my little pygmy puff, but two, I rickrolled not one, but two men today, and they both happened to be on the show today. Haha.
You talking to me?
Oh, yeah. You
Blabs.
and Razor. I rickrolled both you bitches.
Blabs, is it 2012? Like, what are we doing here?
What?
Razor, how are
What?
you, buddy?
Listen, Razor.
The betrayal! The
Right.
betrayal! But Blabs, I am gonna give you up. I am
Okay.
gonna let you down.
That's fine. You've done it before. It's fine.
What the hell? Oh, I forgot forgot to hit the
What are
loop
you
there.
doing, Craig?
We were off.
Where's
Sorry,
Phoenix
my
when you
fault.
need him?
Yeah, where is Phoenix? Phoenix! All right, guys. Razor, how are you, man?
Fantastic.
Yeah, man, you seem like you're having a good day. I'm having a good
He's
day.
never
too.
going to give us up.
Well, so Blabs,
Never going to let us down.
you need to like give people context, because the premise of your video was actually spectacular. I was very intrigued by what Jello did sound like. When it
Me
was
too. I was rickrolled by Zachary Levi, however you say his last name. And I was like, what does Jello sound like? And it was like this ASMR video, and I was waiting to hear it. And then it was just Rick Astley is never going to give you up. And I was like,
Oh, I know what it sounds like. That's right, just farts.
yeah, that's right. But I got both of you guys, so ha ha.
Oh my gosh.
Ho, ho.
Ha, ha.
Well, look, man, we got a great show for you guys. So much to talk about. We are going to be getting into this pirate software Asmongold shit. TikTok possibly being bought by Elon Musk. Maybe, maybe not. We have a game that's being banned for gay scenes, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Allegedly.
And allegedly, yes. As well as an
Rated
update-
B for butt stuff.
That's a new rating from the ESRB right there. We also have an update on Tencent and Ubisoft, which Blabs have been begging to talk about for the last few days. So I'd like to remind you guys, we are live over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Of course, we have the X account. We're going to found out that Razor was going to be on the show. Still not live there. Will be soon. We also have the Instagram account, Don't We Blabs, and your weird pink thing on your shoulder.
It's a pygmy puff, and yes, we do. So follow some means clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence upon you and your bacon.
Did you ever watch Labyrinth, Blabs?
No.
Looks like one of the
Oh yeah.
the pink monkey guys who are
Yeah,
juggling their
I've
head.
seen the memes. Yeah, it's a pygmy puff.
Can you, while I go get my other black glasses, can you please tell everybody why you're wearing that thing?
Because I haven't worn it in ages, and I was like, well, I might as well wear it today. It's from Universal Studios. It's like a little magnet, right? And you just go boop, and he sits anywhere and everywhere. Huh? So yeah. Whoa, what's so funny?
What in the world? You couldn't just have a parrot that's taking a dump on your shoulder like a normal person.
No, listen, the only pet I have, because my dog passed away last year, is a turtle, and she can't stay on my shoulder, can she?
Oh, how big is the turtle? Is
She's
it just a
kind
little
of big, dude.
turtle?
She's 25 years old now. I got her when she was 3, like the size of a quarter. Now she's 25, and she's like that big. So, plus she will bite me. So
I love turtles. They're the best.
they're really nice. And like we don't even know how long she's gonna live for, because she's one of the first in like North America to be like bred in captivity, basically. So we have no idea how long her like lifespan is.
My box turtle from 4th grade Still alive and thriving.
Nice.
Still alive and thriving. So they
So
can...
you have a turtle and I have a turtle. Craig, do you have a turtle?
At one time, I did own a turtle.
And you killed it, didn't you?
No, my children owned the turtle, and we ended up taking it to the pond because they didn't take good care of it. So we let it go free.
And then it died because it couldn't fend for itself because it was used to being fed.
I should say, I don't have that turtle anymore. We gave it to someone when I was like in 5th or 6th grade or something.
But how do you know it's still alive?
Because I know the people that we gave it to.
Oh, okay. So you see it every once in a while and go,
yeah. Every now and then. Yep. Her name was Shelly.
Mine's Sophia.
I don't remember what ours was. And it
was she Russian?
No, so we wanted to name him Franklin when I was a kid because we thought it was a boy, but then it turned out it was actually a girl. Like, all name change, Sophia.
Obviously, you can't talk turtles without talking this kid.
Face paint job. What do you think? I like turtles.
I mean, just classic internet there. Classic.
Yes.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Well, I like when people hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's great. Also, I also really like when you head over to sidescrollerspodcast.com and become a free supporter over there, because today we have a video that Blabs and I produced earlier. I say produced loosely, recorded earlier today, which is exclusively over there. It's available for everyone for free. If you want to go watch it, by all means, I encourage you to do so. I will show you the thumbnail for that video right now. In the interest of, we cannot show it on YouTube, the video, because we already have one strike against our channel for inappropriate content.
Oh. Let me guess, one of my episodes.
What's a warning?
No, it wasn't one of your episodes, Razor.
Really?
It was not. No, we've been pretty good there. But
he's upset now. Look, you've upset him. He's going to try harder. He's going to double down on this and be like, take these motherfuckers down.
I must step my game up.
Yeah.
You do it. Don't do it. But if you want to head over and watch after the show, it's available for everybody for free over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. If you want to support, you can. But this is the thumbnail for it right there. So we were talking about some video game controllers at CES, which didn't quite get the publicity.
No, you did the thing that was going around. No.
Yeah, Uber shared it.
This was
Craig's
definitely
favorite
going
controller.
Around. No.
Craig learned some new things on that little video.
I hear if you get 5 of them, you can pretend you're Zoe Quinn.
Oh, yikes. So anyway, head over there. It's at sidescrollerspodcast.com, exclusively free for everyone. Also free is subscribing to our channel and join the 114,000 just normal men who have found common sense. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get our goal of 1,337 thumbs up. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't let you know that the Real Game Awards is next Thursday, January 23rd. Nice. At 7 p.m. Central Time. So mark it on your calendars. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. Head over there and become a voting member if you like. Your voting membership will help support the show, which you will see as your support has definitely gone a long way in making the show awesome this year. So very, very excited for that. All right. With that said, we're on a 5-day Montez streak today, going for 6. Razor, you suggested after seeing Montez being suplexed to the moon last week. You remember that? Remember when? Yes. You suggested the Mortal Kombat fatality.
Oh yes.
Well, good for you. If we hit that, Montez will be visiting Mortal Kombat today. I want to let you know that's exclusively for Razor Fist Tuesdays. So. Yes. With that said, we got a lot going on, and right off the bat, look at this. Crazed Link came in with the $50 donation over on Local. Says, it's my 38th birthday today, but more importantly, happy heavenly birthday, Dylan, aka Carl Weathers. Godspeed. Let's go.
Happy
Carl
birthday.
Weathers, you son of a bitch. That's right. Thank you so much, Carl Weathers, Dylan, and of course, Crazed Link. Hey, happy birthday, buddy. I think where's
I think he's backstage.
Can we get a ping Dan when you need him? Where's Dan Bass?
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
It's like almost like he's rapping for a second. A happy beatbox.
So it was a triple happy birthday right there.
Does he
Good.
even own a shirt with sleeves?
No.
I don't know. It's a good question to ask.
Maybe
him.
it's illegal in Brazil. Like so
I
many
think,
other
I
things.
think they just show up at your house, and it's like when they ban Twitter. Like, we know you're inside under the covers with the sleeves.
Rip them off. Keeps all the tank tops.
Gets us going with our Montez push today. Says, what college football conference will the University of Greenland join when they become a state? YouTube, for some reason, put spaces in my text. Go Montez. Keep the hat on at all times. Thank you, Winterfell. Appreciate that. I know you hate my hair. That's a good question. I think they'll probably join the Pac-12 and be in the conference with like Cal and all those crazy things. They have to fly coast to coast. That's nuts. What do you think about that whole Greenland thing, Razor? We gonna own Greenland?
I'm wondering if Trump's not actually, if they're not actually gunning for independence, and that's maybe the long game on Trump to just wind up with them as an ally that's independent.
I've been to Greenland, and I'll say you this:
Not very green.
No, not very green at all. It is I went to the third largest city on the east coast of Greenland, and I'll say this about Tasselek, Greenland: it is a shithole. But there are lots of resources there, and there were good people for sure. It's just you live in a snowy, gross, icy, like
hellscape. Yeah.
Yes, and there's not a whole lot going on there.
I mean, sometimes the thing shows up and then it gets interesting, but
yeah.
Russell drops by.
That would be, that'd be quite an interesting thing for sure. But and I do think that everyone should go to Greenland once in their life. Greenland and Iceland. Iceland was spectacular.
How cool would that be if it did become a state and now it's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna summer in Greenland. It'll be no big deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna like going to California, like Disney California Adventure or something.
Just immediately, and just all of a sudden it catches on fire because it's
right
out for the United States.
Soon they can have inexplicable drones flying over their skies. Welcome to the USA.
That's right. Hey, give it up for B. Baird, who gifted a membership over on Rumble. Appreciate that.
I like how I'm actually writing memberships.
Right.
It's happening.
So we're going to read every single one of your super chats, every single one of your direct donations, every single one of your Rumble rants and local support over there. So keep them going throughout the show, and let's get our best. Let's get to that sixth straight day of Montez.
Montez. Sorry,
Blabs. Please fill us in on today in video game history.
Okie dokies. Today is January 14th, and here's your sports games. Craig, you got tennis back in Japan in 1984. You got Legend of Zelda 2, Link No Boken, which was the Japanese version in 1987. And then ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding, released in 2002 because Salt Lake City 2002. Yay! Sports.
Okay. So when you say Zelda 2, Link No Boken, or whatever the hell you just said, you mean Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. That's the proper.
But that was the Japanese release. That's why I wrote in Japanese.
Right.
Razor, have you ever heard? First off, do you have any thoughts on Zelda 2?
I love Zelda 2. I am not a Zelda 2 hater at all. I've always loved that game.
Well, have you heard the differences between the music between the two, like the sound chip on the NES versus the Famicom Disk System?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even remember much of the soundtrack of Zelda 2, but I remember enjoying it.
There are some phenomenal. I want to play this for you real quick because this is just, people don't understand the differences between the consoles, the Famicom, and the NES. So we're sort of play the intro for you here. This is the Famicom versus the NES.
You may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile.
Okay, so we'll stop there. Now I want to play you the NES version here, and I hope I got this queued up all right.
Okay.
Oh, this is later in it here. There's the NES.
I remember this. Yeah. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah. So you can tell there's some pretty big differences between the classic Famicom versus the NES. Famicom had a much almost deeper sound to it. The sound chip was considerably better.
I'm surprised. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Like almost orchestral by comparison. If I dare say that about an NES soundtrack, dude, there's some bangers on the NES, like in terms of soundtracks.
Oh my God, Capcom and Konami were kings back then, for sure. If you go back and you look, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, the music on the NES versus the Famicom, it's a deep rabbit hole. And some of your favorite tunes that you heard back on the old Nintendo games were, I'm not gonna say drastically different, but very different than what you heard in America versus over in Japan. It was pretty cool. So, but yeah, Super Zelda 2 today, tennis on the NES. A game that I'll be interested to see if anybody in the chat has played this. 10 years ago, I can't believe this game is 10 years old. This is an iPhone game, WWE Immortals. Did you ever see that game? WWE Immortals is it?
Maybe.
I played that game when it first came out, and like most iPhone games for me, I stopped playing it when I had to pay money. I'm like, okay, I got my free out of it. So
right.
And that was a pretty okay game.
How do they make money? I have never spent a dime on a mobile game, and I've played a lot of them. How do they make any? It's got to be ads. It's got to be ads.
So yeah, there's ads that are a big part of it. Battle Pass is a big part of it.
Selling your personal data to communist China is probably the big one.
Oh yeah, no. The monetization strategy on mobile games, there's a million of them, and that's why they're so successful. But it's a tiny percentage of mobile games, like 0.01% of mobile games that actually they're the big hits. They're the ones that actually you see making millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So. We did the mobile game back in the day where we did a game called Texting of the Bread, which was like a game.
I remember that.
Right? It was really fun. And that was right before the free-to-play model happened, where you were still charging like $2.99 for an app.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that had we produced that game free-to-play style and turn it into kind of like a Duolingo type thing, I think people would have loved that. Made characters and cosmetics available for your characters and stuff. It would have been fun, but it was just a nice little fun project to do and to learn about that space.
Little Craig humble brag is all that is. Don't worry about it.
I've been in video games for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, long time. All right. Let's go. Okay, we got a lot to talk about today, so let's get into it. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. Guess what? It's time for hard news.
Hard news.
Was it all these years of doing that hard news intro, you've never had the clip of Michelle Pfeiffer from Batman Returns saying semi-hard, I'd say.
Semi-hard.
How?
Well, actually, when Craig's not here, sometimes I would say it's time for flaccid news.
No,
it's like the light topics, and then once we actually get into the hard news, it's actually hard news.
So today is more like fully engorged.
I guess so. Yeah, you didn't know that, Craig, but yeah, when you were gone away last year, this time last year for that 1 week, it was flaccid news and then hard news.
Okay.
You learn stuff every day, Craig.
Maybe, it only took me a year to learn that. Thanks for joining the show, Blabs. Well, maybe we can make that a regular segment, or maybe we just call it quick hits.
Flaccid sounds better.
No. Strong like bull. All right. We talked about some classic games, and there's been a lot of franchises that have been talking about coming back recently. Razor, what are your thoughts on when I say the 3 words, Echo the Dolphin? Any
Great
thoughts?
game, and the wave of hatred that people have toward this game today is
That's me.
inexplicable and retarded.
That's me. Inexplicable and retarded. That's right.
You're banned. You're fired. You're fired.
Well, good for you, Razor, because Sega has filed a trademark for Echo the Dolphin.
How cringy and an eco-terrorist is this going to be in 2025, dude? How bad is this going to be?
Oh my gosh, you're right.
It's going to be like a
100%
Captain
right.
Planet episode, dude.
Oh my God, you're not wrong. And you said that, and it's like, damn it, you son of a bitch. You're not wrong. Now, Blabs, have you ever seen Echo the Dolphin? I think we talked about it maybe.
Yeah,
once or
we've
twice.
talked about it before, but I've never played it.
Okay, well, in this
My
game,
Razor really likes the game, so I guess it's good.
yeah, you play as Echo the Dolphin, and you go around in the ocean, and
You play as a Lisa Frank sticker from the 90s.
more or less. And you get sucked into some sort of vortex. Like nobody really knows what's happening right here. You just jumped out, and all the sea friends got pulled off into space or something.
Yeah.
And this is like a speed run of the game, but you talk with your dolphin friends.
Oh, I love it already. 10 on 10.
No. It's totally cryptic, and you have no idea what to do. You got to jump over things like Free Willy style.
It's a cool game.
Really? Like, man, maybe am I in the minority here that I think Echo the Dolphin is just a piece of dog shit game? Like I've never understood the allure of Echo the Dolphin ever.
Oh my God, you get to talk to the orca?
Yep.
I know.
You can communicate with them.
I want to play Zoo Tycoon 2 now.
Yeah.
I don't. This game is not for me. But anyways, the whole thing.
You don't like dolphins. You don't like the ecosystem. I think you're just a hater, Craig.
Yeah.
You're not for the environment.
Hold on.
I feel like the SJW is going to come for you.
Did you see what
Craig, do you not remember? Looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Now that you've said that wonderful rhyme, I'm all eco-friendly. I appreciate that.
The power is yours.
Yeah. But okay, hold on. Look, this is what I mean by cryptic ass game. Look at this. Watch what happens. You go up to this edge here, and then you don't even go straight up. You have to go to the upper to the left.
Yeah, that is a bit hard to figure out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country did that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, but to get secrets, this is to find a DNA strain.
Yeah.
So
what? He's getting ready to work on that mRNA vaccine.
Oh no. Well, you can look for a new Echo the Dolphin, possibly. And by the way, you defeat the alien to win the game, or some.
It's like an alien invasion that a dolphin has to save the Earth from. How amazing is that?
Blabs, you into this idea?
That the dolphin saves the Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Dolphin hero.
All right.
The new Captain America is a dolphin.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I have heard that like behavioral scientists and whatnot have studied the language of dolphins. And after years of exhaustive research, they've determined that the series of chirps and whatever is actually like shorthand profanity. Like they're talking crap about one another. Like
Love
that's
it.
literally what dolphin language, like
Hell
90%
yeah.
of dolphin language is.
Sign me up.
Maybe I just haven't given Echo the Dolphin a fair shake.
I think you're just not for the ecosystem. And it's very bold and brave of you to say so, because now the land whales will come for you for not liking the actual whales.
I'm not scared of the fatties. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
Tell them.
Not scared. See, Casey came in knows. He says dolphins are bad. They do bad things to fish carcasses. We also found out that the dolphin chirps that they sent out to one another are literally just insults. That's right. Yeah. Dolphins just talking shit on each other.
No, let's update it, I say. Lizzo the blue whale. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Get her going.
Now we're talking. This is what we're doing. There you go. And Lampshade says, so the opposite of real life dolphins. Got it. Yes. And but dolphins great.
Yeah, I've heard of that, especially the women.
Really? They just
they really try to boink.
Really? Okay.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work? So
they like to put their noses in things in places they should not.
What?
Yeah.
Blabs,
Anyway.
why is this highlighted in our chat?
And the promo
Because
code
it's
for
the
day
rest
is
of the
Dolphin
super
Dick.
chat of Rumble.
Oh, okay.
It gets split up because it's so long on Rumble's side. On YouTube, it cuts it off.
Razor, I'm sorry. Before Blabs cut you off, what's
You
this one?
you question, you piece of hoo-ha?
Yes, Razor. What were you saying?
And the promo code for today's episode, Dolphin Dick.
That's right. There you go. Wampa Stampa says, anyone looking for great Zelda 2, Castlevania 2 type game, I highly recommend Infernax. Takes all the great aspects of those games and expands upon them, all in a heavy metal inspired package. Interesting. Infernax sounds like a drug for sinuses.
Yeah, it sounds like one of those futuristic drugs in like one of those movies from the 80s that was set like in 15 years, but was supposed to be the far future, right?
Yep.
Hey, I had some stim, I had there's only some truncated word like Zyme or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Infernax.
Yes, Infernax.
Demoralizer says Godzilla for the NES had the greatest title screen music of all time. There's some good ones out there. Bike Short Senpai says the only Dolphin I respect is the one on King of the Hill. Let's go.
I'll tell you what.
You got all the impersonations, Razor.
Can you impersonate Craig?
What?
Can you impersonate Craig?
I don't.
That's impossible to do.
I don't know if I can get that doll.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Let's go. Oh man. Hey, she said me, not Jeff Keighley.
Right.
Dave says so long and thanks for all the fish. Let's go. Thanks, Dave. Also, better give Razor a wide girth. Came in with 10. So just some normal innocent support for some normal innocent men. Razor's warpath is savage and he leaves devastation in his wake. He crushes his enemies, sees them driven before him, and hears the lamentations of their women, best to avoid his wrath. All right.
Grant me revenge.
Also, Delta says,
handle you. Sorry.
That's okay. Delta says soundtracks between the SNES and Genesis were also incredible. The Genesis sound chip was great at Deep Bellows. Favorite was Balls 3D. Wait, you're telling me that Balls 3D was your favorite soundtrack? Delta, are you serious? Have you heard the soundtrack for Balls 3D?
I'm surprised there's a game named called Balls.
Listen,
I don't know what that is.
I owned this game as a child because it was a 3-dimensional fighting game. And I just think it's important for you to bear witness to this game that Delta thinks is the best theme ever. Delta, thank you for letting everybody know about this.
Oi. Oi. Oi.
Is this appropriate for kids?
Oi.
Even as a child, I was like, yo, should I be listening to this?
Yes, like imagine your mom walking in on that.
Right. Like, what are you playing?
Like that Zelda game with the weird noises.
Yeah.
What the?
It's what is he?
Yeah, they're walking in. They're like, "Are you watching the scrambled channel again, Craig?"
Cinemax, Mom, Cinemax. Listen, I don't even know what he says here. Listen to what he says.
Oi.
Was that rape?
I know, that's what I was like. So I don't even know what that sounds like. It sounds like rage, maybe.
Who wrote that? Neil Gaiman? What is that?
No.
The raid?
Anyways, that's it. And Delta thinks that's his favorite tune.
It's kind of a banger.
God damn. Blabs, please look up Balls 3D SNES.
Yeah, I was already doing that. But now I'm just getting a whole bunch of other things. And I'm not happy.
Of course you are. Something we should probably only show on locals.
Right.
No, it's like some song by Eminem, My Balls.
Look, search this exactly. Balls 3D SNES themes lyrics. Okay, that's what we're looking for. And while you do that, speaking of balls, we saw this earlier today. this I've seen this a couple times, but Blab says this needs to be a part of the show. So guess what? Here we are.
New intro.
Is Jackie Chan gonna sing over this?
No. This is more or less every day on the show for me.
Oh! No!
It keeps escalating, Razor.
This is me anytime.
This is like rush hour.
Jeez. This is what you're supposed to do anytime you consider donating to a chick on Twitch.
Just kick yourself in the balls.
Right in the balls. Right in the nads.
This is my favorite one.
Okay. What is that for other than hitting you in the dick?
Right. Like,
what is such a thing for?
Perseverance. Endurance. I'm assuming I don't have a dick, so I don't know.
I mean, you bring up a really great point here, Razor. Like, what type of battering ram is positioned at that level, at that angle, to come in and swift hit 5'3" Asian men in their balls?
Yeah, but he's squatting.
I know.
The can we talk about the robes? Do they not look like they were purchased in like a plastic package at like Party City? Shaolin monk costume. Like that's what that looks like.
I mean, legit question. At what point, like, okay, yes, some guy goes, hey, kick me in the balls, right? And then some other guy goes, okay, hey, look, I got a brick here. Boom, 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 right? At what point do they say, you see that battering ram over there? Like, can you, let's see if you can take that, right? Like, this is, I think this isn't some sort of ancient Chinese kung fu over here that's happening over here. This is just them pulling a good one on over on the internet, you know?
And that there's like a billion of these people on the planet somehow. I don't know. So the one child policy hasn't really stopped is basically what I'm getting from this.
No, well, they're trying to go down to 0 after hitting.
Yeah, more of a none child policy.
That's right. Well, there's that, and good on those guys for showing us how unbelievably tough they are. And as somebody who has been hit in the nads many times in your life, I can tell you that the pain is immeasurable. And the worst kind is when you just get like the little flick, just the like tiny connect. Those are the ones that take you down, Blabs. I'll tell you right now, it's the worst.
Did you deserve them? Or...
No. Well, Nick, nobody actually comes by and just like flicks you.
How would I know? You're around weird people sometimes, aren't you?
No, like you get hit while playing sports or something. You just kind of like, whatever. Yeah.
Whatever you do in your free time.
Sports.
Mm-hmm.
What, water sports?
No, not that type of sports. Ridiculous. All right, let's move on to this other fun clip. Would you like to see a young man slowly lose his soul, Razor, in the span of 30 seconds?
And how?
Because you're about to.
Oh, no.
Check this, this poor guy out.
Oh, dear.
No.
Blabs, have you not seen this?
No, what is this? This looks horrible. Is she gonna be a bitch to him?
Oh, here it comes.
That I wanted to ask to be my girlfriend.
No.
What?
Are you fucking serious? Please tell me you're lying, please.
Psych!
Oh my gosh, Jacob, you fucking got me, you crazy son of a gun. Oh my god. I can't imagine ever being your girlfriend. You're crazy, Jacob.
I know. That's why I set the camera up.
He got me good. What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
Bro! The bro heard around the world. Oh.
That hurts my heart, man. That's rough.
And then the rash of serial murders began. I wasn't aware the friend zone held executions. What was that?
Oh.
I mean,
stupid him for recording that.
Well,
like, was it live streamed or something? Like, what an idiot, first of all. Sorry.
I mean, in fairness, she doesn't like, okay, the bro's pretty brutal. But other than that, it's not like she's like, yuck, get out of my face. Like, she doesn't completely, I get the feeling he embarrassed her. a little bit is what happened.
Well,
there. She got a
yeah,
little
don't ask a girl out live like that. What the fuck?
Okay, hold on.
I kind of sympathize on that level.
As somebody who has been rejected once or twice in my life, let me tell you, I'll tell you.
Is it more like 10?
Only once, Blabs.
Sure.
Yeah, by your mom. But it's rough. On the Blabs was a tough one. It was no, but
that's for the
Rickroll. You're rejecting men left and right.
Yeah. Let me tell you what he was thinking. He was like, I'm going to record this, and I'm going to and I'll remember this as a keepsake for when we have a long time relationship. Remember that time when I asked you out and you became my girlfriend, and I got it on camera. It's like his idea of a proposal, right?
A cute little memory.
Yes.
Gone terribly wrong.
And she responds with, "Are you fucking serious?"
Look at his life. His eyes just like melt. His
That's
light
it right
just,
there.
just
Her loss, though, right? Who wouldn't want a man who looks like he needs a spotter to bench press a Sharpie? Like, look at this paragon of masculinity here.
Listen. Let's not go too harsh on him. He just got his
No,
heart
let's go
broken.
too harsh.
He just got his heart broken. Give him a little time, and then you can shred him for his broccoli hair. But I feel bad for him. Like,
he has,
but,
like,
you
he
set
has
yourself
like
up,
the
man.
Doogie Howser hair from the 80s.
He set himself up, but it's still really painful to watch.
I can't imagine ever being your girlfriend. Look
look
at his face.
Oh
my God. Yeah, I mean, this is clearly a teenager, and Blabs, you're over here just like oh my God.
That hurts so bad looking at him. Oh no.
I know.
I don't think I've ever been that mean to a guy in my life. That's just cruel.
Oh, well, here it is. This is him trying to save it as well at the end here.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I set the camera up.
I got you.
Here I am.
Look at him just peering into the Nietzschean abyss.
Look, oh my God, his eyes. This is so sad.
Oh yeah.
As a woman,
yeah.
Like, do you think that she'll look back on this? Like, she sees this as kind of a viral clip that's been passed around. Like, does she realize?
I think by then she will have been passed around a bit.
Right. Because bro is in the friend zone here in such a major way. Oh my God.
I think she did this like as a defense because he put her on the spot and she was super uncomfortable and like, whoa, don't put me on the spot like that. Rejection, leave me alone, wall up kind of thing. But she's gonna see this in like 5 years and be like, I was a piece of shit to him. But
yeah, for sure. I would imagine that the internet's probably hunted these people down, and this guy.
Why don't you two date?
right. You make such a cute couple. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, and you witnessed a live execution today on Side Scrollers today.
I didn't realize they held live executions, but
it's rough for that guy. Well, rest in peace, that guy's entire manhood. God,
dude, he's gonna need like therapy.
I think he's got to grab the brick.
Yeah, just slowly
How do you move on from that when you just got like absolutely decimated as a teenager? Like that's gotta be brutal for him. I'm sorry, bro. You're like,
I've had worse.
Oh yeah.
Tell. Let's hear. Go on. Razor upset. Let's go on. Tea time.
No, the first time in first grade, I handed a girl "I have a crush on you" note, and she looked at it and laughed and ran.
Oh yeah.
In first grade.
Blabs, you don't understand. Rejection is a part of life, and you learn from rejection.
Are you saying I've never been rejected? Is this like just an assumption we're making here?
Yeah, I'm saying you've never been. Well, no, you probably haven't because you're a girl, right?
Did you just assume my gender, bitch?
I did, yeah. But what I'm saying though is that with rejection being part of life, especially with men, because here's the reality, Blabs. Guys desire vagina, and girls have vagina.
Good sex class.
This is the reality of it, right? I'm trying to be real here. All right. So when you see lady that has said object that you desire, being a young man,
you're seeing it.
No. See,
what,
woman,
you hanging out at Fire Island? What is this?
you hope to aspire.
Hey, look, the nude beach.
Eventually, someone will reject you to half court. And what do you have to do? You got to pick yourself up. You got to
By
put
the
your pants
bootstrap.
back on.
Yep.
You gotta
Oh no.
You got to figure a way to make it to keep on going. It's happened to every man. Every man has been rejected by some girl they thought was really attractive, or they liked.
Every girl has been rejected by a guy too. Let's be real here.
But have you seen their soul leave their body like this poor young man?
No, that was brutal. But also, most people don't record themselves asking someone out and getting rejected.
He did set that up a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, what did he think he was at a football game or something? And really, when they put the guy and the girl up on the jumbotron, like, she'd kiss the concession guy at that point. I feel so bad for the girl.
Yeah, she's God. I mean, that video can't be very recent, but it's recent enough to where I guarantee every day he wakes up and he's like, "Oh, my heart."
Yeah. So
Anyway.
this is the day I shut the garage and rev the engine.
Slowly cock the gun and
Jesus Christ.
in Minecraft. The mystery says FNT uses that ball kicking scene as part of their credit scene already. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, mystery. Well, we're going to use the kid slowly losing his soul as our end credit scene. Right?
Can we have that in the intro? Just his eyes, like leaving
Yeah.
his body. Yeah.
Blabs is still reeling from getting rejected by Terengel. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm really upset. I weep every night. I don't even know what Taryn looks like.
No
So-
one does. No, I don't even know. He's an apparition.
He's a phantom.
Yeah.
Right. Kratos came in and says those egg rolls must be punching back. They're learning to deflect attacks at every extremity. Thank you, Kratos. John came in and says ask her out, and the worst you can say is no. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's awful, man.
Well, I was lied to my entire life. There's so much worse she can say than no.
Oh, that's so funny to think
So
about.
much worse.
That's true. It's so much worse. Dallas came back talking about balls. Says my mom watched me play balls 3D in the living room. She was unfazed by any game I played. Excellent, Delta. Well, good. Okay, let's continue on. Once again, we do see all your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants. We're gonna get to every single one. We are eight yellow supers into our goal of 30 for the day. Let's get to that. We have a game for Blabs, which is very exciting. Blabs put this on the run sheet. She must be
Yeah.
a trombone cat.
What? You know, I gotta say this new Yoko album is a banger.
Oh my gosh! I mean, this is
What are those noises?
people? Hey,
It's a cat.
What? What's the trombone for?
It's trombone cat. Play some more, Craig. You'll see.
okay.
Put the trom. Don't look at me like that. Don't.
It's
Hey.
like the crowd. Look at them. Look how scary the crowd is.
God, normally my cat doesn't make that noise until I turn on the blender. But
Oh no! One of my favorite jokes.
Jesus, bro.
One of my favorite jokes is what's red and
relax. I love cats. Later on, Blabs will exchange recipes.
What?
What?
It's one of my favorite jokes from when I was young. What's black and white and red all over?
A newspaper.
Nah, a zebra in a blender. Let's go.
Hey!
Hey!
Fuck, I've never heard that one before. You're a
I know.
weirdo.
Yeah, it's good. So Blabs, you can look out for trombone cats. I guess sooner than that?
Yeah, I don't know if it was gonna be on Steam or just PlayStation exclusive. I'm hoping.
Hey, people talk about creativity in today's gaming, how it's missing, and I present to you trombone cat. All right, don't tell me about how creativity doesn't exist in the video game space. We got a cat as a trombone. For God's sake.
Finally, a killer app for the PS5.
That's
Finally.
right. Exclusive.
We're there. We've made it.
Exclusivity is not dead, guys.
Hey, look at Shane came in talking about rejection with the 10. Says after that rejection, that kid just became Steve Buscemi's character from Billy Madison. I'm sure he's already bought the lipstick.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he's out there with his sniper rifle, just ready to take this, with his list of people to kill. She's at the top of the list. Oh my
Who
God.
isn't?
Dwight Power says that clip is a prime example why you don't become friends with a girl you don't that you want to date. Yes,
No. The best kind of relationships are the ones that eventually you two like fall in love. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you, poor thing. Rejection, huh, Craig? It's all right, buddy.
No, I'm with you on that. I think you go into a relationship and then you become friends. Like you have to have a.
What is this, like some matchmaking thing? Selling off the life?
Okay, in his defense, he's the only person here who has procreated. So
that's fair. All right. Let's hear him out.
Okay, because you're not going to become best friends overnight. You won't. Right. Okay, it's impossible to. But you will eventually, over time, through years and years and years of getting to know each other. But if you don't lock it down, and you're not saying,
so you still, I assume you and your wife are still working on it.
Yeah, she hates me. No. She is my best friend. I am up there on her list.
Shit.
No, but I think it's important that you establish boundaries early on. You say, hey, we're together. Hey, we're not. And if you're friends, then that's fine. But, I think it's important that you eventually become best friends. But if you're best friends, then you try to get in a relationship, that's when things are fucked up. Just saying. Just saying. That's the way it goes. AC says, while I agree girls do get rejected, it isn't on the same level as guys. I'm not trying to sound like an incel. It's just reality. It builds character sometimes, not for the better. Just look at unalive rates. Well, that guy, we saw that guy slowly die. So
yeah, but that's because we are so used in society that everyone's a winner and everything. So once you actually lose and you are rejected, it's like the end all of I can't come back from this. I need a participation ribbon or something, right? So yeah.
In my experience, by the way, I've had the exact opposite experience of
unalive. You fuck this bitch. I'm gonna show her.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, I'm still here, so clearly I'm terrible at it. But clearly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like Owen Wilson. Anyway.
Wow.
That's also, someone in the chat, I want to make sure I read this real quick. Kiyoiji says, why are you sharing narrative ideology if you're going to make the joke, get it right? Dude, I'm just having a fun time. Me and my wife are best friends. Just chill. It's okay. It's a joke. We're just, we can do that because we're best friends. It's all right. So, all right. It's okay. Thank you for your concern.
Thank you. Come again.
Kerrigan says, when you date your best friend, then break up, you lose your girlfriend and your best friend. There you go. Right. This is side scrollers relationships talk. It's just great. Zenix says, men be like, that day you destroyed my heart. Women be like, to me, that was Tuesday. That's right.
Awful.
Oh, and poor mercenary says, I know nothing but rejection. I can't learn why.
Oh my gosh.
Because you keep shooting yourself. Stop shooting.
Yeah, you keep talking about your leg.
Yeah, stop talking about your leg hole.
Slap at a bass man says, she clearly wants a boyfriend, not a soy friend.
Oh, well done.
Jeez. Yeah, ask her out. What's the worst she can say, right? Sorry. Oh my gosh.
You're kidding, right? You?
Seriously, that was brutal.
I can't even imagine dating you. Isn't that what she said?
I think those were her exact words. Yes.
I can't imagine being your girlfriend.
Demaster says he deserves it for that broccoli cut. People with that hair should get Michael Jackson Pepsi commercial pyro haircut. Looks like we've got to.
Mean, let's be real. Culling his genetics out of the pool.
Oh, hey. Looks like Mugatu from Zoolander. Let's go. I love Mugatu. Yeah. All right. Tiger and Shadows came into the 10. Says that guy got rejected for the reason the sex robot companions exist. Montez. Oh my God.
So one rejection makes you just want to go and pound a robot. Okay.
Crazy T says, I think rejection is dodging bullets. There you go, Crazy T. That's a good way to look at it. It's good. Crazy T, I imagine you don't dodge many bullets. Good for you. Lance Corporal Hawk says, Razor, I just pointed I just pointed someone discouraged by modern critics in the direction of Ghost of the Badlands, and they're really interested in it. Yeehaw! That's good.
Boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy,
Godspeed,
indeed.
thank you.
Arvid says, man, that was brutal. I thought this was side scrollers, not died scrollers. And Winterfell came in and says, I've never asked a girl to be my girlfriend. It just happens.
That's true.
Wait, what?
Been with my wife for almost 10 years. Let's go, Winterfell.
So wait a
Good for
second, you two just all of a sudden are just like miraculously dating just somehow? This doesn't, you'd be like, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? It's like 6 years later, so like, are you my girlfriend? Like, how's that work?
Like, you can get the extreme of that where the guy just straight up won't say the words, hey, are we dating? We're dating now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never have that? Like Seinfeld did a whole episode about that where the guy keeps taking a lane out and then it gets progressive. He's like, they're going to go out or something and she thinks they're just friends and all of a sudden she's meeting his parents. It's like, so this is a date, right? He's like, no, this is just a social visit. I thought you'd enjoy their company. Like, people do this.
What?
Yes.
People do this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It just kind of, in time, it just escalates over time.
That's just so silly. That means you two are just afraid of having a conversation.
Right.
Cowards.
Why do you need labels, Blabs?
Cowards.
Why do you need a label? You need a label of
Because like,
girlfriend.
well, like you should probably know where you stand and where she is in your life, bro, and vice versa.
Bro.
Oh, that bro was so brutal.
Bro.
Like I'm still
That bro
reeling
was so
from that bro.
Yeah, she did bro him hard, didn't she? she broed him to death. Oh my god. Bush and Ryukat says the biggest lie in dating, letting a lady friend hook you up. It's like auditioning for a horror game show.
Yeah.
All right. We got
You'll be fantastic. You're just her type. The fungus just healed.
Just gross. All right. We're spent so much time talking about this poor kid getting rejected.
I know, but
this is the new topic. This is
really
fascinating.
We're standing next to a smoldering crater. You can't not talk about it.
I know.
Like standing at ground zero and not talking about the Twin Towers.
Oh, this poor fucking kid. Blabs.
Yeah.
Find
him.
that kid. Get him on the show. Let's
All
go.
right. How do you feel about being rejected in front of millions of people around the world?
Make him a presenter at the Real Game Awards.
Right. Maybe not this year, but maybe we can have him on as a guest here on Side Scrollers.
Hey, everyone. I have no game, but we've got games here tonight. Anyway.
Hey, the script writes itself. That's right. All right. Maybe we can make a category next year for biggest rejection of a video game, and he could be the poster boy for rejection. Be good. I know something about rejection, so here we go. All right. Speaking of people who know something about rejection, let's talk about PC Gamer. PC Gamer over the years has gone down the politically correct path, and they are now politically correct gamer as opposed to personal computer gamer.
Yeah, I think it should be NPC Gamer.
Right. So much so you're going to see here that Dragon Age Veilguard. Some people say it's a very controversial game, right? Very.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the audience has ultimately spoken very easily as to what they want or what they don't want when it comes to Dragon Age Veilguard. We actually saw a clip of it yesterday on the show, Blabs, where we were talking about that crazy, all the non-binary stuff and the they them.
Never again.
Yeah. And by the way, we should. Did we turn that into a clip for the channel? Because we should, from yesterday. But PC Gamer, they want you to know that they loved Dragon Age the Veilguard. It says, Dragon Age the Veilguard may not be my #1 game of 2024, but I love my time with it and hope it starts a great BioWare comeback. But here's the problem. They also want you to know that they don't like it because Dragon Age Origins was everything I hoped for, but I would have perhaps been less enthusiastic had I known it served more of the conclusion of an era of exceptional CRPGs. So they're just trying to like hit both sides of this, saying, hey, we liked it, but and we loved it, but so they want
one's about wait, go back. One is about Dragon Age Origins.
Oh shit, you're right.
That's the first one.
You are correct. I'm sorry.
They're taking a dump on Dragon Age Origins, which is a masterpiece and the entire reason you still have this franchise. Like Dragon Age 2, turd. Inquisition, marginally better, but still a turd. Veilguard, I won't even dignify it by calling it a turd. Origins remain, and Awakening, its expansion, these remain the only worthwhile games in the entire franchise. And they hated it.
Yeah. Well, that's my bad. I thought that they I totally
No, this is even worse.
Let me know. Tell me more, Razor, because you're a big Dragon Age dude.
Dragon Age Origins. So it seems like they're essentially saying Dragon Age Origins should have been the end cap to, like, so it was inspired by Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. So Dragon Age Origins never should have had sequels. It should have been the end cap to that era of RPGs, which it came out in 2009, I think. I think it was 2009. I mean, those kind of RPGs hadn't been made for years by that point. How would it be an end cap? It was clearly a new game in a new series, and at least until after Awakening, it was pretty good. But yeah, they have a point in that maybe it shouldn't have had sequels because they've all been terrible, but that's about as far as it goes.
All right.
Talk about night and day. Oh, that's terrible. Positive review for Veilguard, negative review for Origins. NPC gamer, folks.
Nailed it. All right, let's move on to this Pirate Software Asmongold thing, because this is so fucking stupid. But first, Angry Salt Shaker says, came with a 10, says, bro is just a husk now. Bro is just a husk now after that, bro. Makes me glad I noped out years ago, and that was a normal for me. Keep up the good work, gents and Tower Tard. Thanks, Angry Salt Shaker. It's good for you. Yeah. Abraham Garcia says, I understand about that tap down there. Sometimes doing man stuff with man friends, things women can't do with men, like embracing each other's strengths. Okay. Kratos came in and says, in my experience, it's harder to reject a girl than to be rejected. I feel like crap rejecting them, but I guess I have thick skin, and I'd rather be straightforward if they're not interested. So there you go, Kratos. That's a good way to look at it right there. That's right. Suda Soul Silver says, congratulations, PC Gamer. You just killed BioWare. Well, technically, BioWare killed themselves, but you just escalated it with your gaslighting journalism. That's right. All right. Let's keep on rolling. So this Pirate Software Asmongold thing is quite possibly one of the, it's a bigger conversation than Pirate Software or Asmongold, either combined or both, right? It's a conversation about the internet. It's a conversation about civility. It's a conversation about conversation. And this is how this whole thing started. There was a video, they stream a lot, and this video was posted as a clip down version of their streams, where Pirate Software, who is a really big streamer, he's a video game developer, and he streams his development. He seems like a pretty nice guy. There's a very open community, very welcome community. He's very open with his business model and such. And then he's talking to Asmongold, who Asmongold's pretty based. He says, he is more or less, I would say, the face of gamers right now online. He is.
God, I hope not.
I mean, he is. And unfortunately, that face does include, cockroaches and rats and all that stuff.
Gamers doesn't look like a shaved ferret, but yeah. Anyway, continue.
But he has a massive audience. They both do. They both have very big platforms. So they got together and they were in this video about this game called Ashes to Creation. And I want to play about 45 seconds of this. Yeah, Razor, your reaction to that?
To what? There's nothing to react to. I was reacting to that mug right there. On the...
Okay.
You go right ahead.
Okay, so I want to play just about 45 seconds of this real fast.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I was just wiping to a world boss in Ashes.
Oh boy, yeah, in that dungeon?
Oh yeah, so stupid, dude. I pulled extra mobs because I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
It was great.
How is it, dude? I've been seeing you playing this game like nonstop.
Yeah, I think in Alpha 2 Phase 1, I had about 400 hours, and I think in Phase 2, I'm over 100 hours now. So
wow.
I've just been having a blast in it. I think the thing is I got back into hardcore classic World of Warcraft recently.
Nice. I can
stuff.
see why these guys
and
are so popular. They have so much personality. They're just so. I can see why they're huge. This is great stuff. They've got good material.
By the way, that's a great screen cap face right there.
It is. That is kind of a meme face right there.
Laz, please screen cap that, please. That screen face of Asmongold right there. We can put it in the thumbnail. But so that's pretty much it. It's like nerd talking about.
They're just talking
games.
about developing. Like this could not be more benign.
For like 35 minutes. It's just them talking about the game and talking about their experiences. And I think the long and short of it is that Asmongold talked about it. Pirate was like, hey, I want to share with you why I like this game. And that's pretty much it, right? But that is not okay. As we have this person over on X this has 22,000 likes over here. Says, this is so disappointing, Pirate Software. You can't just avoid politics within your community. Doing a video with someone who is one of the worst voices in games is so openly misogynistic, transphobic, racist is a baffling decision. Asmongold is a detriment to games in every sense.
God, I wish any of that was true. He might actually be entertaining. I don't know.
Well, obviously, this person is her over here, playing pretend. And he says, you can't platform this guy. You can't reason with him. His community is full of people likewise to his beliefs. And seeing this, they'll most likely join yours. You can't take the politics out of gaming. Politics frame the creation of games as an art form and contextualize them.
Oh, this is cultural Marxist talk right here.
That's where we're going to this bad boy. He says, and he put a statement here. This was a statement on the video itself. It says, if you're upset over something political, then you should know by now that I don't allow political soapboxing or statements in our community. The video is two people that are playing MMOs talking about an upcoming MMO. If you want it to be more than that, I don't know what to tell you, which sounds pretty fucking reasonable because anybody who has any fucking common sense knows that's exactly what this video is. It's just two people talking about an MMO for 35 minutes, but it's not good enough, according to this person. This statement just isn't good. You can't just say, ignoring all the insanely racist and sexist stuff you yell about, and how about this new MMO? I can't recommend people your content in good conscience if you collaborate with people who actively make gaming worse. Right?
Who is this clown, and why would anyone care if they recommend him or not? 5,000 followers?
5,000 followers. Her.
Man, there goes your audience.
Yeah.
Like what?
So
Pirate Software's got to be. How big is his channel? It's got to be huge. Gargantuan.
Yeah. It is 2.66 million subscribers over on
YouTube
right now.
Yeah. I don't think he's missing out on much here.
Right. Now, he responded. He says, we talked about the game because he's become a flashpoint of the drama around it due to another creator disparaging it. If I didn't talk to him about the issue live, then there would be no voice in the room about how good the game is. Hate me if you want, but this is silly, which I 100% agree on, right?
Yeah.
If you have a take that, what Pirate Software is trying to do here is control the narrative. Like, that's control the narrative around this game that he likes. And you know what? When you have a platform, he can do that.
Yep.
He can do that. And this person says, surely there was better there were better content creators to discuss it with.
There they go. Mask off. It's
Yes.
just about trying to remove career opportunities from the person they don't like, which is always one of the first plays the cultural Marxists take. It's why cancel culture exists. It's about removing the economic feasibility of having any politics other than theirs. And, get it while the getting's good, because you can see all these companies from freaking Amazon just recently releasing a statement like they're stepping back from DEI and Bridge and all this stuff. Like the ground is moving beneath their feet, and they've got to feel it rushing away from beneath them. They've got to. That's got to be what this aberrant behavior is about.
Well, it's never going to be good enough. And that's the thing is, like, even if he was to apologize, to say, oh, I'm sorry I streamed for it with Asmongold, or I saw, it would never be okay to these people ever, because you will never live up to whatever morals that they feign to have. And it goes back to, people would have at least enjoyed just hearing you talk about how good the game itself is. You're insanely good at doing that by yourself. I don't hate you for it. It just sucks considering what community he fosters. Right there. Says he was in the middle of it and the largest creator to cover it. The creator was making a disparaging comments, was live on his channel, and Asmongold didn't know enough about the game. I could either let the negativity be the only voice in the room or not. I chose not. Cancel me, I guess. Right. And then this person, I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm saying be aware.
I'm trying to cancel Asmongold. That's what I'm trying to do. That's
right.
Very clearly. I'm trying to pressure you into joining me in my cancel mob to get rid of Asmongold.
Right. I'm not trying to cancel you. I'm just saying be aware of the people you collaborate with, because it won't reflect well within your community and the people who support you. I fucking love games and want it to be a positive community. Asmon is not someone that encourages that. You know, he is controversial person and what he says about games, who makes them, and what his community is like. There's a reason people are upset by it.
Why does this person just randomly capitalize words?
Like in the middle of their sentence?
Yeah, just reason is capitalized randomly. And like, what is this, AI? Look at that. You've cultivated to be positive. Doesn't stuff. That's in the middle of a sentence. Like what?
Yeah, right.
That's not a proper noun. What the hell? Sorry.
I like the lock thread. That's cool.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
Yeah, but this is something that we see on the show. People get pissed. They go, "Oh, you platform this person." It's the idea of platforming people. Like, fuck off. Yeah. We're gonna have people on our show that we want to talk to, and we don't have to agree with everything that they say, and they don't have to agree with everything that we say, which is why this show works, right?
No, they have to agree with everything I say.
Right. Oh, sorry, Razor. But that's one of the things about this is like people say, well, why don't you have people from the other side on the show? We've tried to have people from the other side on the show, but they don't want.
Dude, you had David Jaffe on.
Yes. Yeah, we had David Jaffe.
Out and lie about people. And
right. And then they get pissed when they come on the show and or they just don't want to have they don't even want to have the conversation. So who does that reflect better on? Us or them? Because we'll invite them on the show. We'll have that conversation, but they don't even want to talk. Yep. Right. And that's what this person is. They're trying to silence the conversation because they deem them as a bad person. Never forget. Once again, this person was a man who now feels their fifis make them feel like they're a woman, right? And they're the arbiter of truth in this situation.
I think we have something. Oh, look, someone's here to join us.
Fuck off, you oversensitive little shit.
There you go. Done.
Thanks, Bill Maher. Appreciate that. And then Pirate came in with a larger thread here. Says a lot of people are mad that I talked to Asmongold recently about Ashes of Creation. I can see on all your comments and
a lot of people. Really?
Right.
Really?
It's 5 really loud people.
It's 5 really loud people paying for hundreds of bots is what it looks like.
Yeah. But I mean, he says pretty much the exact same in extended text. But if you want to cancel me for talking to him, that's fine. But I would do this again given the chance. Good for him.
Yeah.
The developers don't deserve unwarranted hate. Good for him.
Yeah. Well done.
And this is the average Aspen holder. But wouldn't you know it? Like this is where we're at here with this. Look who has responded down below. Platforming him is a political statement. What a fucking twat.
You clown.
Oh my God. And that's where we're at right now. The idea of platforming somebody is a political statement, right? Yeah. I just think it's a much larger conversation than just Asmongold and just Pirate Software or them combined, because the idea that you're not allowed to talk to people based off of things that they have said or maybe will say in the future. Like, how fucking futuristic 1984 bullshit is that?
Yeah.
Because they wrong think you.
Yeah. So a platform is a political statement. So Alyssa Mercante's impossibly flat ass is a political statement. It's fine.
There you go. Oh my God. AC came in and says, I miss the days when PewDiePie was the face of gamers. In hindsight, he was the best person to represent the gaming community, but I'm proud proud that he's enjoying his family life. There you go. Yeah. With his good for like us thing, man. Dude cashed out, made shit ton of money in golden era of YouTube making money and doing his thing, man. Good for fucking him. Yeah, that's great. All right. You got anything on that, Blabs, before we move on?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the whole the stop killing games versus like pirate software thing, because it kind of is very similar to me in this stance. So like the stop killing games thing was like that European idea, right? Like to preserve games.
Yeah.
And he was like shitting all over the idea and like blocking people, pirate software, if I'm not mistaken. So I kind of feel like it's a bit hypocritical of him right now.
Okay, once again, I think that goes back to I don't need to agree with everything that.
Oh, exactly. But the thing was, like, he was doing the kind of the same thing that he's now claiming other people are doing. Like, that's how he reacted to the Stop Killing Games initiative.
Well, right now he's refusing to do that.
Yeah, so I mean, I find it hypocritical, but
now, yeah,
I agree with what he's saying now. I think it's a bit hypocritical.
Well, but what the idea that he's just trying to talk to people is hypocritical. I don't understand.
Well, because that's what he was doing before. So with the Stop Saving Games, like he just started roasting the guy nonstop, blocking him, the whole shabam. And then now he's all like, "Oh, we should be able to talk to whoever we want." But it's like you kind of just did that before, didn't you?
I don't recall that. If I'm being
because we didn't really talk about it, and when we did, you were on vacation.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why.
So,
yeah. The reality is I apparently should never go on vacation.
Yeah,
So,
you miss a lot.
Yeah. Sarah Playa came in and says, is it fair to say Razorfist personality is the same as Zed McGlunks from from the Police Academy movies? Zed?
I don't know.
Citizens
on patrol.
Oh, man. Police Academy 4. Let's go. Let's go. Gaming Newbie came in and says, Jesus, if she's that harsh on him now, she'll be worse as a girlfriend. Unless you have skin of stone, let her go, I'd say. Thank you. Right. And then he followed up with another 10, says, of course they try to cancel people. Commies need an enemy to destroy, quote unquote enemy to destroy. Otherwise, they will need to destroy themselves to serve their purpose. See the Soviet Union and the CCP. The Purge, anyone? Godspeed. Yeah. Thanks, Gaming Newfie. Appreciate that.
You see it all the time. Everybody talks about the great big, unit entity that is Antifa, but the truth is even Antifa is fractured into a bunch of subgroups and subgroups and subgroups, and nobody really talks about it because they're so focused on the boogeyman that is Antifa.
Sergey came in and says Pirate Software kind of ignores the politics injected into the games. He's all about the dev community, and sometimes he doesn't see that gamers get demonetized. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sir Cool says Pirate never shied away from politics prior. He went in a whole rant defending AC Shadows when it was announced, calling people who didn't like it inherently bad.
Well, that aged well.
Yeah. Didn't look like it went out very well.
In a few weeks here, it's going to age even worse.
Gosh, coming in March now. March. All right, let's get into this story about Kingdom Come Deliverance.
A game that might actually be good.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. This is interesting because first and foremost, I want to show you the script of this. Have you seen the script that's being passed around?
Somebody posted that because I remember they made a big deal out of the first game having a gargantuan script.
Well, it's a pretty fucking big script right there. We're talking about, it says double-sided paper, 2 sides per page right here. That is the full script for this game. So if you want to get into writing video games, that's what we're talking about right here.
Yep.
And apparently it is over 2.2 million words. So yoicks. And apparently in those words, there is an unskippable gay scene in the story mode. And that, my friends, doesn't bode well in certain parts of the world where allegedly the game has been banned in Saudi Arabia due to that unskippable gay scene in story mode.
Kind of based, honestly. I hadn't heard anything about this.
This is just kind of popping up right now.
All over Saudi Arabia, the social medias and stuff. Yeah. Nothing really in the English side.
Yeah. Now, this is all alleged right now.
Okay.
Not 100% confirmed.
Yes, but this game is coming out.
You do have to be careful because this game's just about to come out.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people who used to work at CD Projekt who worked on this, like jumped over. There are entities who see this game as a threat. Oh, a big threat, because Warhorse are kind of independent-ish. They're, or at least with the first game, they literally kickstarted it and whatnot. So they didn't take a whole lot of other money. And then they managed to put it out, and it wound up being, as far as I'm concerned, a masterpiece. A glitchy masterpiece, but a masterpiece nevertheless. So if this next game is successful, and if it is not in any way woke, that's going to be a big rallying point for people who have been sick of this kind of stuff being shoved into RPGs. Because when's the last time you had an RPG that just had no socio-political nonsense in it? It's been years. It has been years. And if Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 didn't have any of that. So if Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 winds up coming out and doesn't have any of that, which it would be disappointing if it had this ham-fisted into it. Again, I hadn't heard about it until just now.
Well, there's kind of reports going back and forth as to whether or not this has happened or not, because being gay in Saudi Arabia isn't exactly thought of as a great thing.
Yeah, and a friendly reminder:
when you're gay in Saudi Arabia, you just want to shout it from the rooftop or off of it.
And just a reminder that all the social media accounts for Pride Month, which is in June, do not change their icons to the rainbows and stuff that most, Western accounts do.
Right.
Yeah. Never.
Right. Now, this is courtesy of SaudiGamer.com.
I love it, man. Why not?
I wonder if their AmericanGamer.com exists. American Gamer. Just American Gamer. It says, it appears that Kingdom Come Delivery 2 was not
It does
banned.
not exist.
What's that?
AmericanGamer.com.
Oh, really? We should buy it right now.
He's like, I'm going to buy the domain.
We'll buy a domain. Let's go. Anyway, it says about a month ago it was announced that the game development was complete for the game. It was ready to release in February. But the most prominent question that many Arab players have in mind is that will the game...
Did you just say Arab?
Arab.
Arab.
No. You have to say Arab now from now on.
Arab. I'll do
There
it like...
you are.
I'll say I'll do it
As
like
you
that.
were.
Just like that. Although less than a month remains until its assurance, the game did not receive Saudi evaluation so far, which made some surprised at the delay in granting the audiovisual media. I'm going to make this a little bigger for everybody and myself. And thus, Kingdom Come Delivery was cleared in Saudi Arabia. So what is the story? Well, today the news is spreading that may be banned in Saudi Arabia. And this came across the Highton Twali game official. So this is the person we're talking about here. This is like he says the general supervisor of video games, apparently in Saudi Arabia, I guess. That's a pretty cool title.
What do you do? I'm the general supervisor of video games in Saudi Arabia. What do you do?
I bet he makes bank.
Yeah.
He said that the publisher of the game, Deep Silver, had not submitted the game to the Saudi evaluation until now. However, this does not mean banning it from the Saudi market, especially since there is no apparent thing that violates Saudi controls. So, yeah. So, but does it violate Saudi morals? Perhaps.
Well, if I would imagine that would be banned in Saudi Arabian media. So that actually kind of undermines this story, that there's a gay scene in it, because I would imagine that would be banned. For sure.
That article was published like 2 or 3 days ago, and then that tweet that says it is banned is the latest thing. So again, it's like maybe not banned. Like that article's a few days old already. So that's why I'm all like, this is very allegedly, and I want to say shout out to the person who sent this to me. No, I won't say your name, but thank you very much for sending it our way.
Here's why I would doubt it a little bit. Daniel Vavra, the head of Warhorse Studios, is really vocal on social media. So I would think he would have said something, but who knows? Maybe he's waiting to run it past his lawyers or something. I don't know.
Well, I'm looking for anything on this guy's timeline. I see a lot of stuff about WWE.
Yes, right. I went through it this morning too. I'm like, okay, so sports.
Yeah, a lot of WWE. And the closest thing I can see is, this is translated via X. This is all PlayStation. All titles are available on PlayStation normally, except for Halo, because it's interference with Xbox and so yeah, I don't see anything in here about this at all. So I'd be interested to learn more about this. I don't see anything that goes into this article at all. But
this I don't know. To me, this smells like a weird planted story or something a little bit. It doesn't
But it's weird because it's from Middle Eastern sources, right? Nobody in the English side is like, oh my god, look.
Yeah, that's true.
It is weird. I think it's like
although how do you find out about it? Are you just
like I said,
Saudi
somebody
Arabia?
DM'd me. I won't name their names, but they were from a certain area of the world, and they're like, hey, this is apparently happening. Please don't say my name. Bye bye. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a wait and see.
Interesting.
Well, Jose Ramirez has been at work.
Yes.
I tell you what, Craig, if you reach out to Daniel Vavra, he wants to promote his game anyways. He's very active on social media and he's very based. So if he might be willing to come on and talk about this controversy, it would be germane and well timed.
Yeah. I'm all about having conversations with folks. Let's do it. Love it. Send me his do me a favor, DM me his information and I'll check it out. Maybe I'll reach out to him. Okay, let's move on to this TikTok story. Now, there's been a lot of talk about TikTok. It's the huge platform, and it apparently is going to be shutting down on Sunday. This is courtesy of, this insanity here. TikTok will be shutting down in the U.S. by January 19th unless the Supreme Court blocks or delays a ban. Now, been a lot of talk about this. With it. First off, your thoughts on TikTok being shut down, Razor? Do you have any thoughts on the idea of TikTok going away?
Is it TikTok being banned? I'm sorry, all these Chinese websites look the same to me. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't care. I don't use it. It's Chinese spyware. People are like, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Walk through the streets of Beijing and talk about your freedom of speech. This is a Chinese company. They're cowering behind the First Amendment that shouldn't even technically apply to them. I don't care. I don't care who's shutting them down. I don't care if it's Biden. I don't care if it's Trump. I want TikTok to go away. I don't care.
Yep, I agree. I don't want them around.
Play Chinese communist games, win Chinese communist prizes, as far as apart from starvation.
We literally have alternative TikToks already, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and they're all Americans, so you might as well stick with them and let them spy your ass instead of the Chinese. You know?
Shit. Then if
nationalist.
Hell, man, if you guys don't care, I don't care. That's cool. Long story short, it may shut down. I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, that's interesting because the day it's supposed to shut down is the day before Trump is inaugurated. And
yeah, it's because here's the thing. There'll be, if it's that popular of a format, an American version of something like that will come out and replace it as soon as it's gone. So, and we'll wind up with some douchey communist tech billionaire out of San Francisco making it instead of a douchey Chinese communist out of Beijing, right? We're back to square one, but at least it's based in the U.S.
Emperor Creatine came in and says, Ubisoft can't stop losing, lol. The new release date of March 20th is the same day as the Subway sarin gas incident. By the way, KCD's one's main antagonist, Istvan Toth, is already gay, but it's handled very well. Thank you, Emperor Creatine. Ghost Ravenstorm says, see if you can interview Timothy Kane, OG Fallout designer who released 2 videos recently about do gamers know what they want and do devs know what gamers want? I think it would be a great talk. Oh, that's cool. Blabs, will you put those down in the run sheet really quick? Just those 2 things for Timothy Kane. I would love to see those videos and possibly react to them. Thanks for that, Ghost Ravenstorm. Also, not to be outdone, Necroner came in with the $100 super chat. Wow, look at that. It says, not sure if you talked about Pirate Software yet, but I do not like his viewpoints. He supports the idea of people not owning their games forever and misrepresents Ross Scott's Stop Killing Games.
Yep.
That is trying to let people have access to games forever.
Yep.
Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
Stop Killing Games is Ross. I forgot his name. I kept thinking, I'm like, what's his name? But yeah.
Nick Ronner, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. It allows us to keep the show moving along, and we genuinely appreciate your support today. That is spectacular. All right, we speaking of spectacular, we are 18 of 30 away from our goal of a 6th straight day of Montez. So Razor can see Montez visit Mortal Kombat today, which would be great. So let's get those last 12 yellows in, and let's keep kicking ass. Appreciate your support today, guys. Okay, let's talk about Ubisoft here, and this is going to tie into Tencent and everything. Blabs, do you want to lead this, because you've really wanted to talk about this the last few days?
Well, I feel like it's been blown out of proportion. I can even bring it back to that super chat we just received, which will I thank you. Yes, but I think you guys are blowing everything out of proportion. So yes, Ubisoft is releasing, as we all know, the Assassin's Creed game March 20th. But if you do time zones, it's actually March 21st in Japan. So it's only the 20th here. So yes, there's an anniversary of like a terrorist attack, the 20th in Japan. But by the time the game releases there, it's the 21st already. And let's be real, like Nintendo's released games on the 20th in Japan, and no one cried or had a hissy fit. So I feel like, yes, we should be critical of Ubisoft 100%, but like, this is just stupid now.
Well, it's Ubisoft is kind of walking on eggshells in Japan right now anyways. They've got Black Samurai in their games and female ninjas.
Yes.
I think they've got a female ninja kneeling on the neck of the Black Samurai. It's a whole thing.
Like, we should be like criticizing them for like that kind of shit, not like, they're releasing a game that other Japanese companies have also released on the same date, you know?
Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying, but allow me to play counterpoint here.
Mm-hmm.
You're Ubisoft. You've had a fucking...
Hold on. Imagine that for a moment. Try and imagine your head being that far up your duodenum real quick.
I can't.
Yeah, so you're Ubisoft. You know that this game has been a cultural lightning rod over the last 6, 8, 10 months. People specifically highlighting Japanese history. And,
I understand, yes.
Right? And everything associated with that. There are a lot of days in the year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of days in the year, right? So don't you think it may have been good? And their idea is they want to get this out before the end of their fiscal year. They're in their last day of their fiscal year is March 31st, right? That was Valiant Renegade came in and talked about that not too long ago. So if you're going to release a game, you should probably be aware just around the cultural discussion about your game. And you have 31 days in the month to do that. You want to make sure you have enough time to gather results from sales so you can put that into your financials for the end of the year. That's fine. Why not just release it the week before?
No,
or
I agree.
3 or 4 days before. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree, and also they do have like a historical person who's making sure that everything is accurate. But at the same time, like that is for the game. Well, I know they're boasting that it's historically accurate, right?
Yeah,
I don't agree
and actually
with
there was a little bit of an expose on the person who's checking the historicity.
Oh, yeah.
of the game, and it's like it's a guy with a gender studies degree,
Yes.
and you know.
We've discussed it before. I'm just like giving the context here, and I understand, but like at the same time, like I'm not siding with Ubisoft here. I think whatever they do, they're like shot themselves in the foot at this point, and there's no winning whatsoever.
Right.
But I think the people who like supposedly research the historical accuracy aren't on the same team who like decides the launch date, right?
No, of course not. But once again, time and place.
It is really stupid. 100%.
You gotta know
I agree.
you got to know your surroundings for sure.
Like I said, it's March 21st there. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's here March 20th, then it's there March 21st, right?
Yeah, but once again, why not release it? Why not just avoid that even close to that date?
Well, I think they were doing it because, like, I was looking at Game Rant last week. Remember when I was like, hey, we should look at the games released? So if you look at February, which I have pulled up, February was stacked. You got like Monster Hunter's Wilds and everything. Let me scroll down. Here we go. February. So Monster Hunter Wild. So I think they're spacing themselves out like Avowed also, right? Because they were not going to be able to compete with these games. But if you look in March, it's not really all that big. So I think they were just trying to space themselves away from the February releases. That's my understanding, my guess. I don't know. I think, like I said, they're not winning.
Yeah, that, and I saw a story that like there were people inside of Ubisoft saying, we are literally polishing this game like the Dickens because we know people are ready to pounce on it and we're terrified, essentially. So I think that's also a big factor in it. Is it's like 11th hour polishing of the game so that at least people can't complain about the glitches. They can and will complain about everything else because it looks like it's awful. But
hey, Blast, pull up that list real quick. What is released the week before? And the game's supposed to be released on March 20th? You said
20th,
so.
Yeah. So
okay.
you have these games.
So,
but again, possibly they were pushing it back from February, but so much that they're giving like this is the last possible release date we can do. Maybe like I think it's all stupid, right? I am not defending Ubisoft here. I just think nitpicking for a specific date is really stupid.
Okay, allow me to once again provide a counterpoint for you. This is Assassin's fucking Creed, right? Those other games should be looking at Assassin's Creed and being like, "Holy shit, I don't want to come close to."
But this isn't even Assassin's Creed anymore.
Right.
But that's
this is just the label that's washed away.
Right. That's the bigger statement, though, is the idea that people aren't scared to release around Assassin's Creed. You know, and that's the bigger statement with all this.
But that has nothing to do with the release date. That's just Ubisoft being a complete fuckhead and moron and ruining their own franchises.
Well, no, they certainly
are. The thing that sucks about this is the last Assassin's Creed game was the best one in years, right? Mirage didn't do anything to get them to this place. Assassin's Creed Mirage was the best Assassin's Creed game in forever. Right. Yeah. And the one before that, Valhalla, most people kind of enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever, but like they had been on a little bit of a run with games that actually did relatively well. All of the bad will about Assassin's Creed Shadows has nothing to do with the preceding games. It's all about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Correct.
It looks so self-evidently bad that it has created its own nexus of controversy.
Yeah, and you know we've seen obviously there's been a lot of conversation around Ubisoft in entirety. That's talking about them preparing for bankruptcy, which would it surprise anybody? Absolutely not. And a lot of that hinges probably around the success or failure of Assassin's Creed Shadows. And what's amazing about this is you see this is the statement when they announced that they were to be delaying the game again back to March, and they got ratioed. Kongman over here says again, just cancel it. No one wants to play as a black dude killing Asians in feudal Japan. We see that enough in San Francisco.
No kidding.
And you can see he had this was there 43,000 hearts, and his had 100,000. I mean, doubled them up. And once again, I think this goes back to what a big statement on Ubisoft. Just the idea. Where'd Blabs go? She left. Okay, sounds good. There she is.
I just got kicked. Like my browser was like, "You ran out of memory, boot."
Boot. See ya.
Chinese spyware running in the background. It's a little demanding.
I guess so.
Are you on TikTok, Blabs?
I actually have never been on TikTok in my life. I don't even have an account.
They're good.
Okay, let me continue this though. Talking about the idea of Assassin's Creed being releasing on the same date of those attacks in Tokyo. And I realize that this has been a conversation the last few days. Pirate Nation on X is right about this. They hired a diversity and sensitivity consultant just for things like this. Like if they did hire somebody, they should be fired because that's their job, is to look at all of this shit. Like that's literally their entire professional job is to do that. But I don't know. I mean, it's amazing to see what's happened with Assassin's Creed.
It was the flagship that helped. It must be properly appreciated. Assassin's Creed 2007 is the game that helped Ubisoft become like a power in their own right.
Oh yeah.
They were just a developer before that. They were a very successful one with Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six. Those were the big kind of flagship, Rayman and stuff like that. Assassin's Creed helped them become like on the EA level and stuff like that. And apparently it's going to be the thing that's going to take them down from that level, it looks like.
Well, I think Assassin's Creed is just the vessel that will take them down from that level. I think it's the internal philosophy that they have and the agendas that they push and the quadruple A games that didn't work and the free to play Call of Duty killers that nobody had any interest in playing.
Yeah. They've been chasing the game as service thing. Look what they did to Rainbow Six, for crying out loud. Look at it's like an anime hero shooter now. Like it bears no resemblance to Rainbow Six. And that'd be fine if you were still making Rainbow Six games, like proper ones. You could just say, oh, this is a spinoff. It's different. It's a game as service. It's actually a fun game, right? Like it's an actual fun game, but it's just not Rainbow Six. It just goes to show you like how far afield they are on everything they used to be. They don't even make Splinter Cell games anymore, and that franchise helped build them.
Yes. Yeah. Splinter Cell was the flagship franchise for Ubisoft until Assassin's Creed came out. Big deal. All right, let's go ahead and move on to this. We got a couple more stories, one big one and a couple quick hits here. Blabs has been lining this up to talk to you about for the last few days, Razor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we're going to talk about this with Razor. It's going to be great. But before we get to that, Radmula, I'm sorry, I just butchered your name. Radmula says, what the heck? Why not? Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Appreciate your support. Gazalarian says, if I could create a precedent that the government gets to choose what internet sites are okay or not, that would be the main concern.
Yeah.
Anything else is whatever.
It's different when it's a foreign company, man, because it's always worked that way. They're not entitled. Foreign actors are not entitled to the same like constitutional protection. There is a level of protection for foreign citizens on American soil and whatnot. Like, so there's a little bit of a debate to be had there, but this is not only a foreign actor, it's a hostile foreign actor, and one that does not honor the same social contract on its side of the Atlantic Ocean or Pacific, depending on how you're looking at it. So it's not even debatable.
Kratos El Gratos says, it would be like if a Japanese company was being criticized for misrepresenting American World War II soldiers in a historically accurate game. And then they decided to release on 9/11. Not saying games can't be released on that day at all.
It's very stupid.
Thanks, Kratos. James says,
what if I release Microsoft Flight Simulator on 9/11?
Oh, fuck.
I mean, technically speaking, you could, but
James says,
I give it 3 stars out of 5 and 1 in a field in Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
It'd be like labeled insensitivity, cancel culture, basically everything that's currently happened with Assassin's Creed.
James came in and says Assassin's Creed Shadows will have de novo and mandatory Ubisoft account link guard linking, and the game's EULA will also require you to allow Ubisoft to monitor your RAM. No thanks.
I hate this whole monitoring stuff. It's like the gigabyte conversation yesterday. Fuck off. Why do I need 1,000 gigabytes for a Call of Duty game? Why do you need to spy my stuff? Go away. Anyway, it's fine.
Agreed. Kratos came in and says, hi, bulbs.
Yeah, I spelled my name wrong in the chat. I was typing too fast and I wrote bulbs.
This is for Montez.
Bulbs of steel.
Bulbs of steel.
I was typing too fast. I was like, blah, blah. I was like, ah, shit. Can't undo. Oh, well.
All right, Razor, we're Bulbs wanted to guide you through this story here to get your perspective on this.
All right.
Apparently, well, look, we've talked
Hold
about
fast to your bulbs, folks.
Hold on to your bulbs.
Then take a couple swift kicks to them by like the Asian guys earlier. All right. So Tencent, we've talked about them and them being labeled as a threat to the United States. They were put on that list that the United States put together. And since then, Tencent has lost a shit ton of money in market value after the U.S. has accused video game links to China's military. We talked about
it's not
this
an accusation; it's factual.
Yeah,
I think they are linked to the Chinese military.
I feel like we talked about this with you last week.
We did. That's the refresher link. It literally says it.
Yes. And we have this, of course, is after the U.S. Department declassified Tencent as a Chinese military company, the owner is potentially going to sue the United States here. Now, pretty amazing.
Oh, good luck. I hope they do. Gosh, because then imagine the stuff we'll find out on Discovery. We can find out exactly how many CCP officials are in the company. We could find, because all the numbers we have now are estimates and just the stuff that we know. This is a massive company. I'm sure those numbers are even bigger.
Well, Oh yeah, for sure. And if they do sue, it'll be amazing to see. Now, speaking of the billions that they've lost, here's their market, their stock right now. You can see how things have gone. It's dropped dramatically. Like when a company like this drops a point, it's worth billions of dollars, and it dropped almost 6-7 points. That's down 8% in the last month. 8% of all, of that is like billions and billions of dollars. So,
womp womp.
So, Blabs, what did you want to ask Razor about?
How do you feel about this, Razor? That was really it. I just wanted to show Razor's stock numbers.
Is this a question? What kind of question is this?
I don't know why Craig thought I had a question
I'm
to you. I was just
harder
like,
than
who's Tencent?
I am harder than a mastodon tusk right now. Yes, it's good. It's a good thing.
There you go.
Oh my god!
Real
like that
journalism
video
here.
game controller you guys were looking at earlier.
Oh my god. By the way, if you guys are just joining us, we do have an exclusive piece of content over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. I can't show you that content, but I can show you the thumbnail for it. It's right there. That's what you're looking at. So head over there and check that out. It's over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. Available for free for everybody. If you want to support, you can. But it's a free piece of video for you. So make an account.
And it was good.
Was good.
We learned stuff.
All right, we got one more little fun quick hit. We are six yellow super chats away from our goal of Montez, with Dwight coming in with the €9.99 money. Says, if they hadn't already opted for an African samurai and released merch with the Tory Gate, nobody would have cared about the date. But it just looks like they're purposely insulting Japan at this point.
Yeah, like I said, it's very really stupid, but at the same time, it's just like a release date, and they've done it before with Nintendo.
Yeah.
Sir Cool says, no, Razor. It wasn't a gender studies degree. It was a degree in Japanese history, even of old man boy love. Thanks. Sir Slosh says, never mind TikTok. I'm still bummed Vine is gone.
Dude, TikTok.
Yeah,
TikTok
I love.
It's just a ripoff of Vine.
That's all it is.
It's a ripoff of Vine,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the difference is Vine didn't have a foreign government funding it. Like, they were just a private business. So when they couldn't make their business model work right away, they went under, right? So TikTok took over, and they had all those Beijing bucks to keep them afloat until they were successful.
We got this from over on Rumble. Lance says, Razor, do you think the Kingdom Come rumor news is possible sabotage because of the Christian themes in the story and setting? Throwing the gay card out could make some folks have a knee-jerk reaction.
It could. I mean, it's a turnoff for me. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not, because the first games, geez, you talk to an NPC and the first words they say to you are literally Jesus Christ be praised. Like, this is the kind of game Kingdom Come is, right? So having that in a Kingdom Come game, just that's wildly incommensurate with the setting. It just doesn't fit at all. It definitely smacks of being tacked on if it's true.
Wasp came in and says, I heard rumors that Activision using a botnet in Call of Duty, which is illegal. It's a virus that uses your computer console to run AI systems, if I remember correctly. Could you... okay.
There's nothing left of that. The rest of it not get starred.
That's it. No, sorry. And then Wasp also said, I've changed my mind about playing Black Ops 6 for the last time. It was a subject on your channel. The QC is terrible, and the devs are more concerned about bong theme skins than fixing the game. Uninstalled.
Oh, he says, could you investigate?
Oh. Yeah, possibly. Maybe get Jose Ramirez on that. That'd be good. Darth Gavel came in and says the U.S. government is a hostile actor who is jealously gatekeeping the right to spy on Americans, and y'all are defending their right to silence 170 million people. It's absolutely debatable.
170 million people, you clown. Just because you were suckered into using a shitty social media platform doesn't mean you need to simp on the behalf of a bunch of Sino socialists, you prick. And if you were walking in the middle of their fucking streets, you would be deplatformed like the Dickens. Shut up, sit down, and be silent. Anyways.
Damn.
How do you really feel about
it?
Like, Darth Gavel, thanks so much for your support today.
But it's just such a laughably insincere argument.
You know, look, I understand there's a lot of value in TikTok from the aspect of that's how a lot of people get their news today. That's how a lot of people get their entertainment today.
And that should alarm you because they're owned by the CC freaking P.
Right. So your argument, Razor, is that if there was an American version of TikTok, right, that wasn't owned by China, you'd be cool with it.
What?
I mean, I'm asking. So if there was an American version of TikTok,
Vine, I was
cool
fine with Vine.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What, man, Vine was forever ago. What was that? Was that owned by Facebook? Was that Facebook as well? I feel like it was.
I forget who owned. No, I thought it was Twitter. Didn't Twitter buy it for a minute?
You know, you're right. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. Well, you know, as somebody who doesn't use TikTok, we've gone out of our way not to be on TikTok, but we've also discussed the idea that it's kind of like we're shooting ourselves in the fucking foot by not being on TikTok, because so much shit gets passed around on TikTok so freely, but we don't post anything over there. We don't even have an account over there. It's been a back and forth discussion for sure. So, hey, but Darth, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Spurred a great clip. So, appreciate that. All right. Let's hit to this last one. Speaking of Call of Duty, we have this. I am amazed by the direction that Call of Duty has taken over the last couple of years. And it's all in the interest of keeping up with Fortnite. It's very, how do you do fellow kids? Do you remember when Call of Duty,
the bong skin, really?
Well, there's the bong skin that was just talked about, but there's also, if you recall, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare was first released, like I'm talking 2007, not the remake, not the remaster, it was all about realism. And I have been to Call of Duty events with Activision where they have called in. I'm telling you, these people, they take pride in their game, and they take pride in, at least when I went there, this was a decade ago, in the realism of the game. Now, as far as, you know, hardcover, soft cover, you know, the way the guns shoot and feel, and Call of Duty was king, still is. Call of Duty is still killing it. But we saw this video earlier today, and this is fantabulous, thanks to Autism Capital over on X. So let's just go check out to see what happens here.
Oh boy.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s.
Nothing screams 90s like this.
What the fuck is happening there? What the fuck is this? Like, I don't even know what this is. This is
looks like gory, cuddly carnage.
This is spectacular.
I wish people ran around wearing leather gloves and spike bracelets in the early 90s. You know, I wear it and I get called a cringe lord. Like, this is just, what is this?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. What?
We're gonna get hit by copyright for that
early
song.
90s. What early 90s is this? Where? Saturn? What?
Right.
Out of touch. And like the guys who played Call of Duty in the early 2000s did not play fucking Fortnite because it didn't even exist, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Of course not. Of course.
And they didn't use these girly skins either. They were like, yeah, I want to play like Rambo style. And they were like playing big ass masculine men, but that's fine. Okay.
As players to create a weapon to match any play style that you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
What?
I've been working on it for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6.
It's good. You remember in the early 90s when people were all tatted up like that and Santa?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Santa Claus tatted up.
Santa Claus. Are those Santa boxers?
Yeah.
And, they put,
and he's got little bells.
Guys.
He's got bells.
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. He's
That's
got jingle
funny.
bells over his
Jingle
crotch.
balls.
It's clever.
Hey.
Yeah, it's clever.
It's funny. That should be a thumbnail on its own. Call of Duty in 2025.
Didn't they kind of steal that from Perez Hilton? You remember that?
No, I don't.
That famous viral photo of Perez Hilton from years ago where he was sitting on a hotel bed and there was a rainbow coming out of his butthole.
No, I don't remember that one in particular. Sorry, Razor.
I like to keep up with Perez Hilton as much.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real. We want to ground our effects in realism.
With Black Ops 6.
Anyways, so that's where Call of Duty is.
Super real.
When was the last time you played a Call of Duty, Razor?
Oh my gosh. I used to do an annual face-off between two first-person shooter because every year for a while, not anymore, there used to be Call of Duty and something else.
Yes.
There was Call of Duty for a long time. It was Battlefield. Some years it would be Halo. And I'd do an annual face-off between the two and basically take the piss out of both of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So probably the last time I did that, which would be like 2015, 16 maybe. It's been a long time.
Well, Call of Duty has certainly taken some swings and going after the kids. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy to see how much that's changed. And I did buy Call of Duty Black Ops 6 based off of really more or less being bullied by the Geeks and Gamers guys.
That's such a sad thing to say out loud. I wouldn't say that out loud if anyone.
No, it's okay. They promised all sorts of game days and
that never happened with you.
And that never happened with me.
Yeah, so I would stop talking like that now. Save your face, bro.
No, it's okay. I was trying to be a good friend and buy the game so we can all play together with be buddies. But
one is the loneliest number that
Well,
ever do.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Passive Aggression Scrollers.
Two can be as bad as one. Anyway.
Blabs, will you play Call of Duty with me, Blabs?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, let's go.
I have Black Ops 6.
All right.
I don't really like the mini map though. It's too small.
No. This looks like 2010 aesthetics, not early 90s. Give me a fanny pack with all those with those blue pink windbreakers. Also, I tagged you in something on Twitter.
Everyone
more
was
until
about
Montezuma's revenge.
The baggy sweatpants in the early 90s. The baggy, not parachute pants, but the slacks that were always like primary colors and too busy. Like that was, and the neon sunglasses and the fanny packs. That was early 90s.
Neon was a big deal for sure.
Big time neon.
And the mystery says, what was the Call of Duty video? That was brain rot for sure. Yes.
It was probably launched on TikTok.
I'm sure somebody went in there. Useless Gamer coming in for Montez. I guess we're 2 away. Let's go. Let's get that. Thank you guys very much. Shane says having a Forrest Gump skin would be more 90s than this crap. Oh man, a Forrest Gump skin, having him run around.
My mama says.
Oh, let's go.
Life's like a box of chocolate, but boom, just blow someone out of the atmosphere. Love it.
Oh my god. Super Sentai guy says, Craig, you gonna dish on the DSP Discord message? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't really. You know, do you know how quickly I got DMs from people be like, I heard you got a DM from DSP. I was like, I'm not talking about that shit. I'm not talking about him.
Why'd you bring it up then yesterday?
Because it's funny.
Pants on at the time, or
because it's funny.
Drive me nuts
Mercenary says, please remember, Razor, that we have voting machines and counting machines that are easily adjustable. So no voting here in Cali is not legitimate. Thank you, Mercenary. Appreciate that. He also said no leg update, just no updates. All right, thank you, Mercenary.
Thank you.
He followed up and says the leadership here in Cali isn't incompetent, or mismanaged anything. It's all working as intended by George Soros. Please remember the horror here, Mercenary.
Well, Alex Soros now, because I'm pretty sure George Soros is kind of a Mr. House situation. He's in some iron lung somewhere.
Sam came in with a 10. So did Kalichi. Says towards Montez goal. Let's go. And it's all Duggan Games came into the 10. Says have so many questions. Is that a standard issue semi-automatic unicorn that shits rainbows? And we will all be able to upgrade to an extended rainbow and glitter magazines with quick reload? Yes, that is correct.
It's so 90s. Oh, you know what? You know what 90s is? Peak 90s is? Look up the WWF tag team. high energy.
Oh, yeah.
Owen Hart and Coco Beware. Look up a photo of them.
Okay. I got you.
This is peak 90s right here.
Oh, my God. Oh my God.
Right here.
Here we go. Blabs, this is everything you need to know about early 90s right here. Parrots.
Oh my
Here we
God.
are.
Hey, we've got purple. Listen, we have perfect harmony,
I love it.
right, between races here.
Yes.
Black and white people living together, neon colors and parrots. What the fuck else do you
All we
need?
need to coexist are birds.
That's right.
It's true.
Bring them together. Bring them
We're
together.
united in our hatred of them.
Fuck the emus.
Jimmy says, I can't imagine ever playing COD with you. Thanks.
Damn.
Craig DSP 3 Montez could. Not happening. You know what is happening after our goal was hit of 30 boys coming in. We got it. Hey, congratulations, Razor. Montez is here to save the day and back suplex everybody. Let's stinking go.
Round 1. Fight.
Bitch. Montez!
Fatality.
Montez!
Montez! Ask and you shall receive, Razor. Thanks to Phoenix for that wonderful animation.
You know, I want to get into the Montez lore. Are we sure it's her boyfriend, husband? Are we sure it's not just like a migrant she assistant or
so? Here's the beautiful thing about the
gardener, maybe.
Yeah. So
Montez shows up with a leaf blower and blows her off the sidewalk.
Montez is her boyfriend, but moving forward, Montez, we've retconned the entire history of it, and Montez is now the guy doing the belly to back suplex. So, so that's why she's yelling. You know, that's Montez. That's Montez now. We've totally changed the history of that. Which, by the way, we talked about that last week on the show, and in doing so, I'm now noticing that clip being passed around all over on X. That not our clip, but just the clip of Montez giving the belly to back suplex. It's funny. We're several days ahead of the curve here when it comes to the internet here on Side Scrolls. That's what we do.
Real news.
Yeah, real hardcore news. Blaz, do we have any supers for Razor?
I feel like I'm gonna say no, and then there'll be 50 of them when he leaves. So maybe he should just stay
there
here.
There already a few, so there might not be.
Black Shirt and Jeans says, stop and think about how dumb these Marxists are being going after Pirate. You think Asmongold's audience is angry that they stream together, but the Marxists spurging out is just showing how Pirate where the normal men are. Right. And you're not wrong on that. When people are like, no, you can't do that. Ultimately, they'll force people the other way. Delta came in, says, ulterior motive. Pirate Software wants to make a live service type of game. So him buddying up to Asmongold is a good chunk of viewers. To Blab's credit. And I'm not against him doing it. Thank you, Delta. Appreciate that. All right,
This
Blab.
one's for Razor. Comment fan. Is Razor thinking of Zubaz pants?
Aren't Zubaz pants more so like a late 90s thing?
I don't know what that is.
Right,
What
Craig?
is that?
They're the button-up sweatpants.
Oh, those.
Those are more of a late 90s thing, right? Like more of a Lip Biscuit kind of a rap rock thing.
I've never owned a pair in my life.
I don't know about that.
Oh, no, you're right. Yes, I am thinking of Zubaz. Oh, my
They're
goodness.
awful. Don't ever wear those.
Guys, like a test pattern.
Yeah, so I think of when I think of like Zubaz or maybe Hammer pants. Remember the big old Hammer pants that MC Hammer wore when he went across the stage and went back and forth?
It's Hammer time.
Do you remember MC Hammer pants?
Those are parachute pants.
Yes, the parachute pants. Oh my God, that's great. That's early 90s for sure. For sure.
Razor ones. This one's for Razor. Thoughts on Melody Mac losing her mind?
That video was based. You're out of your mind.
I haven't seen her videos lately, but I know she's saying a lot of gamer words.
Mercenary, do you know Greenland has a volcano, Razor? Imagine sending all the commies in California visiting said volcano while it's active. Great tourist trap, man. I don't know. Is Mercenary advocating for violence in Greenland?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
In Minecraft, buddy. In Minecraft.
And then Mercenary also says, I'm with you, Razor. Zelda 2 was great. I have it. I think that would be... no. Okay. Grateful Gamer says, can Razor say that dolphin ain't right?
That dolphin ain't right.
Great. All right,
This one's for all of you guys. Young Stowe, favorite soundtrack is Streets of Rage 2. Go straight.
Good soundtrack.
Yeah, really good.
Final Fight had some banger soundtracks too.
We just talked about Final Fight yesterday on the show, specifically its soundtrack. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But I mean, try and think of a Capcom soundtrack from the 90s that sucked. Like, good luck.
Well, I can think of one. Balls 3D. Bringing it back.
That was Capcom?
No, that wasn't Capcom. That was not Capcom. Capcom. Let's see, man. That's a tough one. Blaz, while you get this, I'm gonna see if I can find some
Goosium says, Whales, Razor, they will spend thousands. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna start reading them off.
Oh, yeah.
Wedge for 5 says, Craig devoured 9 shrimp cocktails this morning at a Texas diner. I have the receipts and I will expose them to the world. What are you doing having 9 cocktails?
Listen, there's I will not have shrimp in the morning before 10 a.m. It's unacceptable.
Chicken shrimp gumbo, shrimp Creole.
Yummy. Mercy says, Mom has a turtle and she put him to bed to hibernate. She spoils him by hand feeding him and loves it. She pets him. She calls him Ponchito.
You know, we learn a lot about Mercenary every day.
We do.
He's got a hole in his leg.
His own character.
Yeah.
Full range to all done with jury duty. I'm sorry you had to suffer. That's awful. Sinister says, I hear Blabs is giving out free Hurricanas. Montez, what's a free Hurricanas?
Okay, I got one. Hold on. I got one. A Capcom 90s game that didn't have a good soundtrack. Mega Man Soccer. Okay. Mega Man Soccer. This Mega Man games have always had good soundtracks, but this one for me was not good. Okay, you know what? That actually is kind of a banger.
That's actually good, dude. What?
Yeah, you're right. That was really stupid of me. I'm sorry. I regret it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Imagine betting against a Capcom soundtrack from that era.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I really fucked up there, didn't I?
You did, didn't you? Anyway, Chamilayat. I think that's how you say your name. I'm sorry. It's my birthday today. Thanks, Razor, for bringing me and my fiance together. High Side Strollers. First donation. Well, thank you very much, and happy birthday to you. Is Dan backstage?
You watch Side Strollers, you get some action. Unlike that poor kid at the beginning.
Jesus. There's somebody here.
Happy, much happy birthday for you.
He does the beat. What?
All right.
Anyway, Mercy says, I will
right.
defend Echo the Dolphin to the bitter end. Oh, boy.
Let's go ahead and let Razor get out of here.
Yeah, he's like, let me out.
All right, Razor, get out of here, buddy.
All right.
Thanks for coming on today, buddy. I'll be sending you a DM here in a little bit, okay?
Yeah, sure. And good luck on the Real Game Awards.
We'll see you before it next Thursday. So
did you just have puberty? Did anyone else just hear that?
Listen, that's right. Hey, man, it's coming together really great. Really, really excited about it. Razor will be presenting an award, which is great. We got a
maybe a genre we talked about today.
Maybe possibly.
Maybe.
We'll see. All right, Razor, send yourself out, and then we will be here.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Razor Force. Stay to the end for these fine people, and Godspeed.
Thanks, Razor.
Thanks, Razor. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
All right, let's keep rolling, guys. Yeah, stick around. Give us 5 more minutes. We're almost through. We want to get to all the support because we appreciate any and all support you guys fire our way. Thank you very much.
Oh, hang on. I have to remove somebody on Rumble for screaming "eat my ass" 1,000 times. Okay.
Bernie says, why does Andrew Tate sound like he's doing an impression of Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk if he was a potato eater? All right, thank you for that.
There was like this spammer who just was writing "eat my ass, eat my ass." Eat my ass.
Really looking forward to having that ass
thing to
eaten.
say.
All right.
I'm fine now. Okay. Willie says the dolphin chips aren't just insults. It suggested they have multiple slurs for humans alone. Dolphins would make a COD lobby seem tame. Interesting.
I love that idea.
Crazy T says dolphins are grapist and racist too. Yeah. Andrew says Earth, fire, wind, water, heart, go planet, Captain Planet. He's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for that. Toxic Masculinity says, when I first heard about the Echo show, I thought how the F are you going to make Echo the Dolphin into a game? I never got the game, but it was okay. Didn't that much. Spoon Ninja says, Jose the Barbarian meme, I saw it. It was wonderful. Thank you very much. Lampshade says, these guys took balls of steel way too far.
And those crazy Asian guys, man.
Bike Short Senpai says, I would buy myself a rope and a chair after this. Okay, thank you very much. Sergey says, who here remembers the puncher from the Onion movie? Nope. Dat Pie over there says, last week's Raw quadrupled its viewership in LA. Next thing you know, the city burns to the ground. Now I think Grace might be onto something. Harriet Tubman. The face of Pow Envy when Blabs rejected him. Shit. Thanks, Tubby.
Harry, it's been a little bit since we've seen you. Glad you're back.
Yeah, hope you're okay. Lizu says, my dating advice, get used to rejection. I've been on dates with absolute 10s just because I had the balls 3D to ask.
Let's go. That's right.
Fucking dingus. Trombone Champ unflattened. It's on Steam.
All right. Thank you. That's right. Trombone Champion is still there. Yep.
Joey says rejections like that is what creates players. Emperor Creatine says creatine is a pathway to many gains and girls that some would consider to be I gotta do this again because this is Star Wars. Creatine is a pathway to many gains and girls that some would consider to be unnatural. These secrets cannot be learned from a Zuber Subway. Is it possible to learn this?
Thanks.
Mercenary says there was only one girl that had interest. Crazy one. Wish she was the one for you. Jam says, if the sound comes out of the cat and not the trumpet, does that mean they're blowing her into his backside? That's funny. The Trillset says she broed him and dapped him up after that rejection. Yoinks! Dak Forever. Maximum PC was my favorite mag back in the day. Now they dissolved into PC Gamer. William Solvak. I want to read that as William Sonoma. What's the difference between a Middle Eastern and a depraved pervert? One got caught, time to hide. Bye, everybody.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, William Sonoma. CJ says, remember threading the needle in a 747 Flight Simulator 95? Those guys just had a skill issue. Also, Diamond Comics distributor went bankruptcy. Yes, I put in the document, but we didn't get a chance to hit it for today. Maybe tomorrow. Mercy says, this is the reason why I got you Kingdom Come 2. Just in case, I pray I was wrong, but better I take the hit, Razor. Thank you very much. R&B says, I don't think the woke left will save TikTok from being tanked. I can hear them now. Oh, please help us. BLM, big bad Trumpo is pecking on us. Cheers. Orthodox Monk says, COD confusing late 2000s with early 90s, bruh. Grateful Gamer says, Call of DEI advanced woke fair. I like that. Goji says, most of these developers probably weren't even alive in the early 90s. Those are the types that were born in 1997 and claim to be a 90s kid. And Kratos says, Tamagotchi and Pogs are peak 90s. I have so many Tamagotchis. Bonus says, hey, I got banned from DSP channel for asking about Craig's DM.
I don't understand why you guys are so obsessed with this. Like, it's like I really don't care.
You did this, bro. You said it out loud.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. In the interest of monetizing the haters, we will only address Dark Side Phil through super chats from here on out.
Black Bull says Killer Instinct soundtrack is the best. Thank you very much. And I think
oh my God, you're right.
Up.
All right. Mike Hawk came in with the 5, says COD was never good and was overpriced for what it was. It was a mid-franchise that's only gotten worse. COD and Assassin's Creed were the beginning of mediocrity of games before wokeness made it worse. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. Is that it, Labs?
I think we're all caught up. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, give it up for Necroner coming in with a big old 100 donger, just laying it down on the table.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
100 donger. That's what I said.
Do you and I have different definitions of dong?
No, I just slapped it right on the table. 100.
What? Define donger. What are you slapping on the table? Is it transportable cabin or tourist accommodation?
That's exactly what I meant for. Quick reminder, we do have the new video exclusive to sidescrollerspodcast.com that redirects
Oh, there
us.
it is. Okay. Found the definition.
Oh, all right. That's if you want to see the donger slapped on the table, go watch that video. That's the thumbnail right there. You can find it over at sidescrollerspodcast.com. We appreciate you guys popping in. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. We'll be back again tomorrow with our guest, who is?
Oh, Arch.
Arch is back. Let's go.
Don't forget your cloak.
All right. It's Cloak Wednesday.
Mm.
I'm going to burn it. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Hit the thumbs up button anyway. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you guys when we're back at it mañana at 11 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.